What's going on YouTube? Gateway City Pipers back at you. Peter here.
Chris here.
And today we are introducing a new chat series that we've sort of developed, and it is called Filter No Filter, where we drink things brewed with a filter.
And we smoke things without a filter.
Now, no offense to our filtered pipe smoking friends. You're not less of a man and or woman. It's just a preference thing.
Or cigarette smoking people.
True, or cigarette smoking people.
We just do neither of those things here.
Smoking the Joe Case with some plum pudding from 2013.
Smoking the Briarbird Albatross. Shouts out to him. Does amazing work. This is my first Briarbird. Probably won't be my last. Great work on this pipe. It's my first time smoking it. But it smokes beautifully. And I'm really enjoying it. And I'm enjoying some Lancer Slices that I just purchased. And it's a very good tobacco.
And we're drinking some Ethiopian Yirgacheffe that I roasted, and we brewed it in the Hario V60,
which is also delicious.
So our topic for today is sort of how we go about picking out and buying tobaccos, which is a super simple subject. I mean, everybody goes about it differently, but we sort of, after talking, me and Chris boil it down to about 2 to 3 steps of our thinking as we go through and purchase. And the purpose of this video, I guess, is to go through that process and also recommend just some affordable and accessible blends for all tastes. So why don't you start us off there?
So, sort of the first thing we do when we go to buy tobacco, as you might imagine, is figure out what we want to buy. And how we deduce that is, what are our needs? What do we currently have in our cellar? Are we low on something? Do we have a relatively moderate amount, but we want to restock up? Or do we have some aged stuff that we just kind of opened, and then now we're looking to replenish that same blend and then age again, begin the aging process with that new amount? And then the second thing, sort of under the category of what we buy, is what do we like? Obviously, maybe not obviously, but I would say most pipe smokers tend toward maybe one blend family or the other. Latakia blends, Virginia heavy, Virginia forward blends, and your aromatics. So, you know, you may have, for instance, like, I'd say over half my cellar is Latakia blends because I really enjoy them. And then, you know, the other 20% is Arrows, and then the other 20% is Virginias, maybe. So, based on that, obviously, that's kind of what we're gonna, those kind of trends are gonna dictate what we go to buy when we purchase something. I'm not just gonna buy, you know, a bunch of tins of Virginia blends if that's not what I smoke all the time. So that's sort of the first category, or the first kind of thing we look at when we go to make a purchase.
And then it sort of funnels into how much are we going to buy. So how much do you smoke? I am not a super frequent smoker like some of you. I'll be lucky if there's a week where I smoke every day that week. So, and that's something that I would consider like heavier smoking for me. Usually, recently it's been I have about a bowl a night, or like a bowl 5 out of 7 days of the week. So you obviously base that on how much tobacco you want to buy. And then also, it's just like, what do you enjoy? For instance, for me, there's certain blends that I know I'm going to buy a pound of. Just because I love them. I know that with all my new stuff, I will continually return to them. And then, obviously, how much does it cost? Tobacco is expensive. It's something that you can quickly fill up a cart on pipes and cigars, smoky pipes, wherever you get it, and you will be surprised with how much it costs. And that's one of the purposes of this video, is just sort of walking you guys, which I'm sure this is mostly self-explanatory, but through our steps of like what we do and what we take into account, because we're not super wealthy people to where we can go and purchase all of this tobacco. So with that being said, we have some recommendations in each category of sort of what fits the criteria of something that we really enjoy, that's affordable, it's something that we smoke on a frequent basis.
So we came up with some different choices in each of those families of blends that we mentioned a few seconds ago. So we'll start with Latakia blends. You have Northwoods from Boswell, which is always a crowd favorite.
I mean, yeah, and it's super great to mix with any of their other arrows. Like, you've been mixing with Bear Blend, which you love. I've been mixing it with Sleepy Hollow and some other stuff. So it's like a very mixable Latakia blend.
Yeah.
Union Terminal is a pretty similar blend. I've heard the argument that each of those might have a little bit of casing, whatever. There's sort of debate about that. And they might be a very similar casing, but we did a review on Union Terminal if you want to check that out.
Hashtag shameless plug for a previous video. And then the last one, another extremely popular blend, and that is Seattle Pipe Club's Mississippi River. It's a little more hit or miss on availability because it is quite popular and people tend to buy quite a bit of it at one time. But, that kind of tells you a little bit about how good it is.
Now, on to Virginia blends. Probably my favorite bang for my buck, go out and buy a lot of it, Virginia blend, is Peter Stokkebye's Luxury Bullseye Flake. It's it's just super good. Has some Virginia Perique, and it is a Black Cavendish Center, and it's really affordable for the quality that you're getting.
Yep. Orlik. Many of the Orlik blends.
Golden Sliced.
The new re-released Dark Strong Kentucky. So those are kind of the two more popular, more well-known ones. And then lastly, we're just going to give you a whole company for Virginia's, and that is McClelland's. Most of you are familiar with McClelland blends, and they're known for I would say they're most known for their Virginias. Would you say so?
Yep, and probably Frogmorton is a close second.
Yeah, but they have a matured Virginia series with a few blends that are very good. The popular stave-aged Virginia, the 35th anniversary blend, I think it's what it is. Blackwoods Flake, a favorite of Peter's.
Love it. And so, and also Cornell and Deal does some great Virginias for you can buy in bulk for an affordable price. Briar Fox, stuff like that. But aromatics, got to shout out Strauss. Obviously, some of the aromatics, such as Sleepy Hollow and Wenceslas, are seasonal, but they have great ones like Alt Park that are available year-round, and a bunch of other stuff.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Boswell Aromatics.
Which now come in tins.
Yes. If you follow them on Instagram, they recently put up a post, I think it was yesterday, for their 35th anniversary. They're going to start packaging their aromatics in tins, 2-ounce tins, I believe. So go check out their Instagram for those photos, or photo rather. But they really have aromatics for anyone. You've got chocolate heavy, cherry heavy, berry heavy,
berry heavy.
Hilarious. Sweet tea. Just go on their website. There's something for you if you're even kind of like aromatics. There's gonna be something that you'll like. So that's pretty much it. That's how we go about procuring our tobacco.
And obviously, if you are an experienced pipe smoker, this video probably did not mean much to you. But there's lots of videos out there that appeal to those of us who have been smoking for a decent amount of time and sort of know our stuff, but also the new people who are new to smoking. I think videos like this sort of helps them get a grasp on some stuff that they can just go and enjoy, that are solid and affordable. So
yeah, and if you're, and I would still consider myself in sort of the novice range. I'm kind of a little more experienced than I was obviously a year ago, but try a bunch of different stuff. Buy 1 or 2 ounces of something. I mean, that's most of my cellar right now, is these type of jars. 2 ounce, these hold 2 ounces, and it's a great way to just kind of try a bunch of stuff without buying 8 ounces or a pound of tobacco that you may not like, or your palate may change kind of as you're trying different things, and you find out you don't like X blend that you bought 6 months ago anymore. Like right now, I enjoy aromatics less than I used to. I still enjoy them, but I'm trying to kind of narrow it down to like 4 or 5 that I just want to keep on hand, kind of at all times at my disposal, and then just kind of forget all the other ones. I mean, obviously I'll try some here and there, but just trying to narrow that down, as well as I'm trying to make more of a foray into Virginia blends, try to expand my horizons on that edge of the tobacco world, because I find that it's not that I don't enjoy them, I don't know, my palate isn't tuned to that yet. And that's, if you don't like Virginias, then don't have to force yourself, but I want to see what they have to offer. So I'm trying quite a few different ones, and I've got kind of a list going that I want to try over this next year, hopefully. So
another segment of our filter no filter thing is we give you a filtered and unfiltered approach to daily pipe smoking thing. So today's subject is pipe cleaners. Now, filtered explanation of pipe cleaners is they are a great tool to clean your pipes. They're cheap. People send them to you in almost every package you get.
You can never have too many.
You can never have too many. Now, Chris, let's hear the unfiltered approach to pipe cleaners.
They stank. Okay? I mean, what you're cleaning out of your pipe is, it's what's left on the pipe cleaner, which is basically nasty saliva, tobacco goo.
Wives, girlfriends hate them. Outside trash can they go.
Yeah, they need to make like a special pipe cleaner receptacle. If that exists, let us know. because I don't know if one exists.
And the fuzzies, I mean, unless you do this beforehand, which is another good thing to do, you're gonna get fuzzies all up in your pipe.
Yeah.
And one more thing, we're gonna shout out just a channel that we've been enjoying at the end of each of these segments that is might have a lot of subs, might not have very many, but this week it is Beardless Piper. I stumbled upon his channel sort of like probably about the day that he sort of joined the YouTube world. Been following him on Instagram, and it's cool to see another younger guy with no facial hair or little facial hair in the pipe community. Obviously, it just stems from a place of jealousy of not having the ability to grow a nice fat man beard. But go check out his channel. We'll link it below. Been really liking his content, and just has some really cool pipes and a good taste in tobacco. So
Yeah, we'll put his Instagram handle as well.
Yeah.
If you want to check him out there. Alright, people. Well, thank you for watching all 16 minutes of this video. Episode 1 of Filter No Filter in the books. And we hope you can join us on the next episode.
One more thing. If you have any topic ideas that you'd like us to discuss, drop a comment below. And once again, apologize for this length, such we don't have to explain it next time. It will just be like bang, bang, bang. Probably still be like 10 minutes though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try and cut it down, but we won't have to go into the whole, here's what this show is about.
Yeah.
So, anyway, thanks again for watching. And as always, smoke 'em cool.
And let the embers glow.